What's up, guys? It's Mama Deadhead and Athena, and we are here to discuss the brand new Ascendable list. Just came out on forums. So, the first character, Kenny, Telltale Special Edition, and in this video, I will be showing you the pictures of the tunes so you know exactly who they are. Carly, Telltale Special Edition, Andrea, A Larger World, Maggie, All Out War, Wanderer, Dwight, Hunter, Dwayne, Knox, and Rose. So, obviously, you guys know there have been two tunes that just completely have my heart, and I really thought that they deserved to be Ascendables, and those two were the Spray, Slice, Michonne, which did not make this list, and Andrea. So, I'm actually really genuinely excited for Andrea. I really wanted her the most, seeing as I still get some pretty good use out of my Michonne, but Andrea is kind of just fallen to the background. Obviously super excited about Kenny as well. I'm super looking forward to what the Telltale characters are going to be. I'm pretty excited that we actually got some Telltale Ascendables this go round. Carly, again, I used a little bit when I got her because she has a pretty good lead, and she's a good buffer tune, but not so much used these days. Kenny is the exception to that rule, as I still use Kenny. I actually have two, so if he becomes a really good Ascendable, but the crit lead is taken away, then in that case, I would just ascend one of them and keep the other one for Survival Road. Now, as far as the ones that I personally have, I have Kenny, Carly, and Andrea. So now I will go ahead and go over the actual picture so you guys know who is becoming Ascendable. So before I go into further detail about the actual characters on the list, I do want to say that, of course, there's no release dates. There are no actual pictures of what they will become as 6 stars. This is just purely a list of who will become Ascendable and who we can look forward to, and, you know, who to keep. Make sure that we don't use as fodder for somebody else. So, Maggie, All Out War. This is a character that I've actually wanted for a good bit, and it's because she's part of a museum collection, and she was at a place in the supply depot where I couldn't get her. She was like a prestige higher than I had, or maybe 2 prestige levels higher than I have. But she is going to be Ascendable. Next on the list is Hunter. I know that a lot of people will be pretty excited about this guy. He's 56 AP, fast. He revives 2 teammates with 30% of their max HP, and he was one of the people to really watch out for back in the day when he came out. I remember going against a team that was Andrea lead, I believe, Hunter, and another revive, Abraham, and then I believe another heavy hitter. I think it was Command Morgan, and then like Jose, could be wrong, but that team was so hard, and the person had impairs on Andrea and on both revives, so it was like so hard to get through. So I'm pretty stoked to see what this Hunter is going to bring as a 6-star, as well as his art. Now, I know that I talk more about art aspect as opposed to the actual skills of the character, but the way that he looks already as a 5-star is really cool, so I'm excited to see the changes that are made to him as a 6-star. So, next on this list is Rose, and this character is a really cool addition just because she was a war reward a few months ago. I can't remember the exact day that she was a war reward, but I think that it's cool that the people that won her are now getting an opportunity to have her as a 6-star. Next up, the Wanderer, and I know that forums are probably really excited about this guy. He is super cool. For those that do not know, he is in the supply depot, so if you are looking for maybe a good alert tune, of course we don't know what he's going to become, but it's nice to have the option of having him in the supply depot. I think that this is another character that I'm really excited to see the art for, because the 5-star already looks so cool. really excited to see what the 6-star brings around as far as the art, and I'm definitely going to go into more discussions whenever some of these characters come out about the actual art aspect. I know that obviously stats and, adrenaline rush and what they actually bring to the table for your team is super important, but I think that, of course, art is a very important aspect to the game as well. So the next tune on the list is Carly. And I'm excited for her, like I said in the beginning, because she is a Telltale Special Edition character as well as Kenny. Now, I'm not sure what she can bring to the table. This is one of those characters that I feel could get changed a lot. But on the upside, it's always nice to have a yellow because you can put an absolute defense weapon on it. So, as opposed to another character, as opposed to a different color character, they do have that going for them, like, right off the bat. So, as someone who has a decent melee team, I'm pretty excited to see what she can become, just for the simple fact that I know that whatever she can bring to the table, I can protect it a bit behind a Carl lead and an absolute defense weapon. The next character on the list is Knox. Now, this guy was more of a premier type special back in the day. I know that we could raid for one thing we needed for him, and then the other piece had to be bought. But I really, really wanted him just because at the time I had no heavy hitting green at all. So this guy was like the pinnacle of what I wanted. So it would be neat to have another opportunity to get this character. You hear Thena talking in the background. She's like, yeah, I like him. He seems cool. But 56 AP fast, 425% damage, and 425 damage bleeding for 1 turn to a line of enemies. So I think this guy has the potential to be super cool in art form as well. He already looks pretty neat, torn shirt, like the blood splatter, all of that's pretty neat. So I'm excited to see what gets elevated when he becomes a 6-star and if he keeps his neutralize or if he loses his neutralize. So the next character that I want to talk about is Dwight. So when the previous Ascendance list came out, there was a Dwight on it, but it ended up being a new threat Dwight. So this is a character that people pretty passionately wanted from what I saw. They were pretty bummed out when they saw that the Dwight on the list was actually a new threat because a lot of people are still holding on to this like super, super old character. So I am excited to see them bring back somebody like this and maybe more opportunities to get him and just see what they can do with him. As far as art goes, he is like a clean slate of anything because it's a very basic art form. But another character, again, I'm pretty excited for all of these. Just getting a new Ascendance list is pretty great, but it's nice seeing some of these older characters brought back. Now, of course, my favorite one on this list, Andrea. I have 3 Andreas. I know people that have multiple Andreas. Some people have traded them in as fodder, but this was an absolute beast back in the 5-star time when there were only 5 stars. I had, 3 on my defense with, 2 had impair, and it was just crazy. It was one of those defenses. I guess it was more of a common defense because I saw it a great deal, but it was super effective. So I'm excited to see what route they take with her. And I do plan on making a video just completely about her, just for the simple fact that I think that it would be amazing if we could get some art form pertaining to a certain Doom. For those that don't know, comic spoiler here, Andrea died in a certain Doom, and right before then, she essentially died saving another character, and I think that it would be cool to style her like the last time that she was rescuing somebody. And I think that it would be cool to have the Adrenaline Rush name be something pertaining to the last issue that she was in when she was talking to Rick. Like a beacon in the dark, stay strong, that type of thing would be pretty cool to see as an Adrenaline Rush. But that's going to be a video for another time just because I have so much to say about this Andrea and I'm genuinely so excited for it. Next character on this list is Kenny. Like I said earlier, I do have 2 Kennys, and I use him all the time for that leadership skill. So I don't know what exactly I'm going to do if he loses that. I do have 2, so I'm a little bit open as far as options here for this character. But I really hope that he has maybe more crit in that leader skill in addition to something else. But I love Kenny, and I'm pretty excited for this. I know that Lockdown's probably pretty excited for this too, because this is a character that he holds pretty close to his heart in game. So I'm excited to see what this guy can become. And then last but not least, Dwayne. So I'm not 100% sure how you can get this character like in all aspects, but I do know that he is in the supply depot. Whenever they changed it and added this character, I got him 2 times in a row, and I didn't get him, and I kind of wish that I did now. But I see this guy on Survival Road all the time, and with this adrenaline rush, I'm pretty excited to see what he is going to become, because you can see 75 AP, stun 1 enemy and all enemies adjacent to it for 1 turn. So if he does that to an entire group, basically all adjacent for maybe 2 turns, I'm not sure and exactly how fast he's going to be. I think that this could be one of those toons that could be the special one for somebody's team. But yeah, guys, that is going to be it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Which one of these are you most excited for? Again, me, Andrea, all the way. I'm genuinely so excited to see this character become a 6-star. She totally deserves it. But again, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I sincerely appreciate it. Comment below what you guys think of this list. Is there somebody that you wish they would have put on here? I know that personally, again, I would have loved Michonne to be on this list, but I'm definitely not disappointed with the characters that were picked. Andrea. So excited to see what this character can become. But that's going to be all for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and like always, like and subscribe. Bye, guys.